Hey guys, the Bot Builder is back, and welcome back to the Robot Wars Omega Account Mayhem 2021. Now, of course, we saw the last Account Mayhem episode, where we saw many surprises, shocks, and upsets, as the third seed's Bird of Prey beat Green Siege in a rematch between Royal Combat Models and Chaotic Robotics. Before Crystal Carnage finally got his revenge on Bedslot 142, chucking Bengal Tiger Claw out the arena with Lord Charles Shaw. Newcomers Green Screen took out their auntie's robot and fellow newcomers Coco, and we saw an upset as 6 seats Flag of Doom 2.0 were beaten by Vortex Games Machine Frost Ray on a close judge's decision. But of course, the talking point from yesterday's episode was that Rapture NG finally beat Subatomic version 4, winning on a close judge's decision and making Razor 1905 go 3-2 to his rival Hexbug Heroes. So we already have so many shocks, upsets, and potential machines to watch out for. But will we get any more this episode? Well, let's find out. And, well, there's only one way to find out, and that is by jumping straight into the action with our first fight. And, well, what a lineup we have for us today is, in our main event, well, we have the two shitpost robots, Meesa and Robot Wars, representing the TheBoom1177, going up against Risadder's robot, Walter's dad with Mace, Windu's Lightsabre, and probably one of the most longest names for a robot we've ever seen, in a rematch from the Account Mayhem Grudge Matches from last year. We'll also be seeing Blood Pumper Mark II, the 4th seed, representing Delboy66, going up against its Apple XL, which should be an interesting battle here. Underperformers Rewind will be hoping to fight back their demons and beat a fellow 4-wheel drive lifting robot in heavy artillery representing SBO 788 in an interesting veteran versus wildcard battle. We'll also be seeing 5th seed Vertigo go up against a newcomer's GH bot and J33 Productions versus Gawain Hale Films. No, Gawain Hale Productions. I believe that's what he's called. Gawain Hale Films. In another veteran versus wildcard match. And well, to kick things off, we're going to have another veteran versus a wildcard battle. As first round failures of last year's Account Mayhem, Space Crane, representing that Builder Boy, will be taking on Swindobot's JP's machine and his robot, the scary looking flipper, Zenith. So let's hop straight into the action. Representing that Builder Boy, Space Craze. Representing Swindobot's JP, Zenith. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have the newbie of the House Robot Squad, the machine who caused so much carnage last episode, and he's hoping to cause some more here. It's Toxic Seahorse. And we also have the Drunk Virus. So basically, stay out the corners. You either have a drunk or, well, this little rule breaker to contend with. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So, this should be a very interesting fight here between a low Rambot and a Flipper in Zenith. So, it should be very interesting for Space Craze. They have a new self-righting arm, so it should hopefully be able to do a lot better. And look at that for a good bit of pushing power right there from Space Craze, getting in underneath Zenith. In comes Toxic Seahorse, though, bringing down the axe right there, in onto Zenith. Now, that Builder Boy says that if Space Craze fails to win a fight in this Account Mayhem, he's going to retire it from Robot Wars Omega, which will be sad to see, but of course we'll be interested to see what he comes back with next time. And look at this, a good bit of driving skill right here from Space Craze to get Zenith into the corner with Toxic Seahorse. And well, Space Craze managing to get away and coming for another good push, but Zenith managing to get away and comes with a good flip. And now it's Space Craze's turn to deal with the Toxic Seahorse right here. And look at this is punishing. Look at how punishing this is! Oh, look at that! They punctured a hole straight through that Builder Boy's machine, Space Craze. And Space Craze looked to be in trouble. Look at that. That was brutal. That was brutal stuff right there. And, well, Toxic Seahorse is definitely proving to become a beast of a house robot here. And I think a mistimed self-right has caused their Shremek to go all funny here. Although they are still trying to push Zenith back, although I think their Shremek is broken. It may have snapped. Oh no, it's closed back down now. Will that push it back into place? Well, they're pushing it into Toxic Seahorse again, who definitely seems to be a very important factor in this fight. Who's now trying to bring down the axe once again. Oh, and causing another puncture right there and onto Zenith. Toxic Seahorse, man. What a beast of a machine. And another hole puncture. And, well, this has just been a great dominance by both of these machines. They've had their moments of glory right here, pushing them into balls. Toxic Seahorse using the house robots well. And, honestly, Zenith are suffering and feeling the force of the new house robot right here. And, well, this is a shame because they're such a good, strong flipper, but we just haven't been able to see it. And, oh, Zenith, they do self-right, although they do look very, very battered. They do look very, very battered. Zenith, though, does match again. A good flip! In onto Space Craze! And this could change the tide of battle right here! Space Craze upended on their backs! And they look to be in trouble! This is not good for Space Craze, because look at the way their stream deck is! Toxic Seahorse causing so much damage with the axe right there. And Zenith now coming for another good flip. Cease. But it goes to the judges. And, well, it's going to be very interesting to see how they mark this one. Zenith, self-right, Space Craze. That was a great fight to start the episode. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they'll mark this one. The judges at arena side have called in a split decision. And they say that it is going to be controversial. They would like to clarify that they don't believe that Space Craze was immobilized for long enough to be deemed as immobile when they were flipped up and over by Zenith during the last moments of the fight. They were only immobilized for 20 seconds, which isn't long enough. The judges will like to say, though, however, that they do believe that Zenith won on damage. Control, they would like to give it to Space Craze while pushing Zenith into the CPZ where they took a lot of damage from Toxic Seahorse. So it all comes down to aggression, and it's very close. It's going to be controversial, and it is going to be a very controversial decision. But the robot going through, will it be the rookie? Will it be the veteran? Well, they've given it to the veteran this time, as that Builder Boy and Space Craze will be progressing on through to the top 16. Zenith, well, they're a good machine, and I think they're going to be doing pretty well in the Last Chance Saloon, but for now, it just wasn't enough. Space Craze, they progress onwards, and well into that Builder Boy. I guess Space Craze won't be retiring from Robot Wars Omega then. Representing J33 Productions, and seeded number 5, Vertigo. Representing Gawain Hale Films, GH Bot. And in the Core Patrol Zone for the CPZs, we saw this one wreak his sneaky, ugly little head. It's Rhino, and he's accompanied with Virus. He just had a nap that last fight, really. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go, the 5th seed Vertigo and GH Bot. Should be a very good battle here between two good flippers. Of course, Vertigo completely rebuilt. Now with sloped sides to fend off Crushers, actually. As well, they did have quite a nasty of a running with the Crusher last time, but they're hoping to do better here. Although GH Bot, a pretty good, strong flipper, they say. They say they can, well, easily flip a machine out the arena. Of course, Gawain Hale Films, good friends with Delboy66, who is known for making powerful flippers. We remember Blood Pumper from last series, no, from the last Account Mayhem and Series 2, don't we? Heat finalist of Series 2, quarter finalist of the Account Mayhem, and of course an Ultimate Challenge champion. One of the most successful robots to come from the Account Mayhem. And, well, will GH Bot follow in his friend's footsteps? Well, they have to get past Vertigo here. Well, Vertigo coming with some good flips. GH Bot, they're trying to self-right Vertigo. So, as Vertigo flips him up and over. And that was a great flip from GH Bot. Vertigo, they do self-right again. This is a very good flipper battle here at the minute. Of course, Vertigo, we know how good of a flipper they are. Probably could have made the grand finals if they just didn't get drawn up against Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent, of course, got very lucky against Molten Core, if we all remember. And I think they could have beaten Molten Core and gone into the grand finals and gone into Series 2. GH Bot, though, comes in with a good flip, though. And they flip them up and over. And Vertigo are in trouble right here. And they're going to try and get GH Bot. And they're going to try and get Vertigo out of the arena. Jesus, that went far. That was an incredible flip from GH Bot. Maybe Delboy66 has been teaching his friend some lessons. And well, that just shows right there. And oh god, GH Bot. No. He's looking at Rhino. Is he going to try and do what his friend did in the Account Mayhem? Can he? No, he can't. You might need a couple more lessons from Delboy right there before you could do that Gawain Hell films. But it was a good effort nonetheless. But you don't mess with the house robots. Down the pit you go. But you still go through to the round of 16. Cease. Well, that was an incredible showing from GH Bot there. They do have a couple of ground clearance issues which Vertigo was able to exploit, but damn, that flipper has some power behind it, doesn't it? Flip Vertigo for 6. I'm surprised Vertigo stayed in the arena after that, but they didn't stay in for much longer as GH Bot flipped them out of the arena, and they go through to the round of 16. Vertigo, the 5th seed, J33 Productions robot. Well, you have the last chance saloon to go through, mate. Representing Turtle Noob, Rewind. Representing SBO788, Heavy Artillery. And in the Core Patrol for the CPZ, he's somehow won House Robot of the Year. Don't know how. He's done nothing. It's Virus. And we also have Matilda with her flipping tusks. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go. Two very similar machines. We have Rewind, of course, competing in the last Account Mayhem. Didn't do as well as we hoped. Lost in the Heat semi-finals to another very similar machine in King Ramses II. And of course we have Heavy Artillery from a newcomer representing SBO788, and they're lifting up Rewind. We've seen some decent newcomers already. Of course, Green Screen and GH Bot have definitely made impacts already. And, well, seems that Heavy Artillery wants to be the next one to make an impact. Lifting up Rewind. Rewind getting lifted up. Look to be in a bit of trouble there. But now they come with a good flip. Right there, in onto Heavy Artillery. Heavy Artillery, though, coming in with some good lifts right here. And then lifting Rewind up. And now they're in trouble with their... Oh, God. Oh, no. Not Virus. And Virus is not happy about what Rewind did in the last Account Mayhem. Oh, God. And there's their Minibot Faith and... Oh, Faith! Well, that just shows you where all of Turtle Noob's faith lies. It lies in the pit, and honestly, at this rate, I have a feeling that's going to be where Rewind will be heading, as they just don't seem to have a response for Heavy Artillery and their low ground clearance, but Rewind managing to get in underneath them right here. Rewind trying to flip them up and over. Of course, they have face blockers, which is meant to prevent robots from getting in underneath them, and they're not working very great, let's be honest. But they are still a very good machine, and they come with a good lift up right there. In onto Heavy Artillery. Heavy Artillery, though, they do have a stream egg, and Heavy Artillery seems to be doing pretty well at the minute here. They're doing a lot better than I thought, if I'm going to be honest, and they're lifting up into Virus once again. And, well, Virus definitely living up to that House Robot of the Year name, because he's actually doing something. He's still not really living up to it, to be honest, but, you know, it's a start, and Rewind have been lifted up right here, and are we going to see a major upset? Is Heavy Artillery going to get him out of the arena? No, they didn't get Rewind out of the arena. Oh, Heavy Artillery! Very nearly went in, but Faith actually saved them! Well, you couldn't really predict that. Matilda comes with a good little flip right there in onto Heavy Artillery. But now Rewind are coming with some good flips right here! And they're definitely making a good comeback here in onto Heavy Artillery. And oh, they get him out of the arena! Well done to Rewind. I didn't think they'd do it this time. Heavy Artillery looked good, but they managed to catch them with the flipper. Cease. Well, that was a pretty good performance right there from Rewind. Honestly, at one point, I thought Heavy Artillery had it, but Rewind made the comeback, got them with the flipper, and chucked them out the arena. Rewind, they go through to the top 16, to the dismay of Turtle Noob. Representing Delboy666 and seeded number 4, Blood Pumper Mark II. Representing Robotic Apple XL, Steve 2. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have Matilda once again, and oh god, who invited him back? It's Virus. No, it's Toxic Seahorse. See, even I'm scared. I messed up my own words. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Honestly, I think Steve 2 should run. They're fighting probably one of the best robots, I think, in this Account Mayhem, Blood Pumper Mark II. Of course, the 4 seeds, Destructive, an Account Mayhem quarter finalist, an Ultimate Challenge winner. Probably one of the most successful machines to come out of this, the last Account Mayhem, definitely. And while Steve is being the force of the all-new Blood Pumper, of course, now the vertical spinner, just like the machine who beat them last time! Oh, and look at that! Well, Steve barely stayed in the ring there. Blood Pumper Mark II just chewed them up and spit them out, and that is just in typical Blood Pumper fashion. That was a quick fight, and look at this! And of course, it wouldn't be a Blood Pumper fight without them going after one of the house robots. He's going after Matilda! And oh no! Toxic Seahorse now coming in, and well, Toxic Seahorse has been brutal, but oh, look at that! Blood Pumper doesn't care! He's like, yeah, you might be the new boy, but you don't mess with me. I'm the house robot killer. I'm the one who kills house robots for fun, and just because you're new, don't think I'll go easy on you. Oh, and it's just trashing the poor Seahorse here! Toxic Seahorse! He's probably one of the most brutal house robots, and Blood Pumper is just mullering them right here. And now in comes Matilda. Matilda trying to flip up Blood Pumper. Yes, they do. And oh god, revenge. Revenge is a big dish best served cold, Blood Pumper. You should be aware of that. And I think you've been getting away with attacking our house robots for far too long. Oh, look at this, but Blood Pumper. Either way, they do go through. And look at that Shremek. That works well, doesn't it? Jeez. And oh, look at that. They just got rid of Toxic Seahorse. And well, I think this is speaking volumes here of what the new Blood Pumper can do. The 4th seeds, they want to go further than the quarterfinal spot though. They're looking for that trophy. Cease. Well, Steve 2, I feel bad for Robotic Apple XL. They were barely in it. Blood Pumper came in at the side and just punted them out of the arena. Hopefully we'll get to see what Steve can do in the in the Last Chance Saloon, but we're definitely going to see more of what Blood Pumper 2 can do in the round of 16. What a beast of a machine, and they go through to the round of 16. But now it's time for the main event, and oh boy, what a main event it's going to be. Representing TheBoom1177, Meesa in Robot Wars. Representing Risadder, Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber, and I'll be And in the corner patrol zone for the CPZs for this main event, we have Virus and Rhino, and oh my god, what a main event we have. 2 of my closest friends in real life, Risadder and TheBoom1177, have both brought their weird and admittedly stupid machines. And you think that's dumb? Just let this sink in. One of these is going to be going into the round of 16. Good god. Let's just get this fight started and get this over and done with, thank god. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. So, if you thought Silly Simon from the last Account Mayhem was bad, I reckon Silly Simon would kick the ever-loving crap out of these 2 machines. Because, Jesus God, what have my 2 friends brought along here? One of them has to win this fight. One of them is going to win. And Meesa in Robot Wars, well, look at this! They're doing well! Oh, no, or maybe not. Now Virus has got him in a clutch, and, well, yeah, I don't think Well, Meesa, not having a fun time. I don't like being caught in I'm not going to do a Jar Jar Binks voice for the entire thing. Risadder and Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber and RB comes in for another push. What does that say on the side? Unsub from the bot builder. Oh my god. Risadder, why? Now, Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber coming in for some more rams, and they knock Meesa and Robot Wars up and over. Although Meesa and Robot Wars now does. Look at that cosmic flip! Oh my god, and look at the Shriek of what was that with Mace Windu's lightsaber? It's stuck open and Meesa and Robot Wars has flipped what was that on its side? Oh my god, what is this fight? Oh, and it's self-right. I think it said not yet underneath it. Oh my god, and well, Jesus god, these are quite easily the two worst robots in this account, mate. I'm sorry, mate. But seriously, what the bloody hell were both of you thinking? And now Virus coming in with a good lift right there and onto Meesa and Robot Wars. Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber pushing Meesa. And oh, look at this, they're both being lifted up. And well, Walter's dad self-rights and Meesa and Robot Wars, can they self-right? Can they? Yes, they do. Give credit to them, they do a Shriek. So they have thought about it. I mean, the TheBoom1177, it's a machine which is an improvement on using one of my own machines, although, let's be real here, Killer Queen was actually a good robot. This thing is just not. It's just not very good. And Walter's down to Mace Windu's lightsaber now trying to come for another good push. And they do seem to have some pushing power behind it. Although, not as much pushing power as this bastard, I don't think. Oh my god! Walter's dad! Rhino's lost his horn on Walter's dad. Jesus Christ, Rhino, what is your problem? Meesa and Robot Wars coming in for another good wedge attack. And honestly, I have a feeling this fight is going to go to the judges. It's surprisingly not as bad as I initially thought, although it's still not that great. But what did you expect from these two basically meme machines? Meesa and Robot Wars self-rights, Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber, and RB. It's such a long name right here, and now Meesa and Robot Wars getting in underneath of the wedge once again, and are they going to try and come for another good little lift flip with those two red flippers? Jeez, that was powerful! That was very strong! Cease. But it goes to the judges, and well, I have no clue how they're going to mark this one. Both of them were awful, but one of them is going to have to go through. Good God. And the judges at Arena side have called in a split decision. For damage, they've given it to Meesa in Robot Wars. For control, they've given it to Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber and RB. So it all comes down to aggression. And the winner, winning on aggression and going through to the round of 16, is Risadder and his machine. I'm not saying it again because it's such a long-winded, stupid name. Good God. So, this thing is now in the round of 16. To be honest, I would have said that even if this thing made it through. Just imagine, all of the great machines who already have failed to make it to the round of 16 have to go into the last chance saloon. Metal Siege, Vertigo, Steve, Zenith. And then one of these pieces of crap actually makes it. Oh my god. Oh, well, Walter's dad with Mace Windu's lightsaber and RB. Hopefully this thing bloody dies in the round of 16. Hopefully Meesa and Robot Wars bloody dies in the last chance saloon. And hopefully I won't try and kill myself when I see one of these machines again. But anyways, that does it for this episode. And yeah, well, we'll see you again next time for the final of the qualifier round. But until then, the bot builder, out. Next time on Robot Wars Omega, the Account Mayhem 2021. And at long last, in the final qualifier rounds, we at last get to see the return of the reigning Account Mayhem champions, Scrapper. Hoping to rebound after a difficult Series 2 performance, this destructive spinner is hoping to destroy anyone in their way and become the first ever double Account Mayhem champion. But they have a tough robot ahead of them, as Robobotic must take on Aiden Phelps and his still loaned out machine, D at all. But despite it not being his machine, it's proven to be a deadly one, with that incredibly powerful flipper, and even has a new mini-bot, Golden Potato, an undercutter. So who knows, maybe Scrapper's second title defense run won't be as easy as we initially thought. But we'll have to wait and see. Will Robobotics' title defense reign start off on a high, or will we see a major upset and see the champs go out in the qualifiers and go into the last chance saloon? Find out next time on Robot Wars Omega, the Account Mayhem 2021.